Hello friends. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most extraordinary treasures in Australian numismatic history, the ultra-rare and incredibly valuable Australian 50-cent coins. It's not just a piece of currency, it's a cultural symbol, and it could be worth up to $1 million or more in top condition. So sit back, subscribe, and let's uncover the hidden wealth behind this rare decimal-era masterpiece. First, we're talking about the elusive and ultra-valuable 1975 Australian 50-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, an extraordinary piece that combines artistry, rarity, and rich cultural symbolism. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, this coin is one of those hidden gems that has captivated the attention of investors and coin lovers across the globe. So don't let this one slip past your radar, because what appears to be an ordinary coin could very well be your ticket to an unexpected windfall. The 1975 Australian 50-cent coin carries the legacy of two legendary designers, Arnold Machin and Stuart Devlin. Arnold Machin's celebrated second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II graces the obverse, where Her Majesty faces right, adorned in the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a regal image that became iconic during the mid-20th century. This portrait was used on Australian decimal coinage between 1966 and 1984, embodying the era's sense of continuity and royal prestige. On the reverse, the intricate Australian coat of arms was sculpted by Stuart Devlin, who masterfully captured the national identity, with a design featuring the escutcheon supported by the red kangaroo, Macropus rufus, and the emu, Dromaeus novae hollandiae. This pairing of iconic fauna surrounding the Federation's shield is more than decorative. It represents strength, progress, and the unity of Australia's 6 states. The 1975 issue stands out for several reasons. While it was minted in significant quantities for general circulation, examples in very fine, VF condition and above are shockingly rare today. Why? Because these coins were heavily used in commerce, often damaged or worn down through decades of handling, making high-grade survivors exceedingly difficult to find. Unlike its 1966 predecessor, which was made of 80% silver, the 1975 coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, an important distinction for collectors. Yet what the 1975 edition lacks in precious metal content, it more than makes up for in historical significance and collector value. In top-tier conditions such as very fine, extremely fine, or even uncirculated, this coin becomes a powerful asset. High-grade specimens, especially those authenticated by reputable grading services, have fetched astonishing prices on the private market and at auctions. In recent years, some have sold for $5,000, while rare mint state or proof-like examples have exceeded $20,000, depending on provenance and quality. Yes, this coin could literally make you rich overnight. So if you're thinking about spending one unknowingly, stop. Don't spend it cheap. One of the lesser-known aspects adding to the mystique of the 1975 50-cent coin is the possibility of minting errors. While no widely confirmed major errors have surfaced, coin collectors often hunt for anomalies such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or double rim impressions that could skyrocket a coin's value. Combine these with rarity and higher grades, and you've got an investment powerhouse. Collector demand for this particular issue is on the rise, not just in Australia, but internationally, especially among numismatists who focus on Commonwealth coinage. The 1975 edition holds a unique place, bridging the early decimal era with the refined designs that followed in later decades. For those looking to invest, remember, condition is king. Seek out coins that have been professionally graded and certified by reputable services like PCGS or NGC. Certification not only protects your investment, but also significantly enhances its resale value. It's also wise to join coin collecting forums and Australian numismatic communities to stay informed on market trends, rare finds, and upcoming auctions. The 1975 Australian 50-cent piece is a cultural symbol that encapsulates a rich period in the country's history. Especially in the UK, Canada, and New Zealand, the coin represents both a historical link and a coveted item in any British Commonwealth collection. Its enduring value is not just monetary. It's a testament to Australia's national story. Coins like the 1975 50 cents will only become harder to find in high grades, and more sought after by collectors who recognize their long-term potential. As demand continues to outpace supply, values are poised to rise steadily, making this not only a fascinating historical artifact, but also a strategic financial asset. So, take a closer look at your change. You might just be holding a rare piece of Australian history that could change your life forever. And secondly, we're diving deep into one of Australia's most sought-after numismatic treasures, the 1976 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin. This isn't just any ordinary coin, it's a masterpiece of design, a relic of Australia's decimal currency, transition, and a rare gem that collectors worldwide are desperate to own. With only a handful known to exist in pristine condition, this coin has sold for as much as $20,000 at auction, making it one of the most valuable modern Australian coins ever struck. But what makes this particular 50-cent piece so special? Let's uncover its fascinating story. The 1976 50-cent coin holds a unique place in Australian numismatic history as part of the nation's early decimal currency system, introduced in 1966. Designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, Australia's first official decimal coin designer, this coin features the iconic Australian coat of arms on the reverse, a powerful symbol of national identity. The escutcheon is supported by a red kangaroo and an emu, two animals that cannot move backward, representing Australia's forward momentum. The obverse showcases Arnold Machine's second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right and wearing the elegant Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Unlike later versions, this portrait carries a sense of regal simplicity, making it highly desirable among collectors. But here's the twist. While millions of 50-cent coins were minted in 1976, very few survived in top condition due to heavy circulation, making high-grade specimens astonishingly rare. What truly sets the 1976 50-cent coin apart is its extreme rarity in uncirculated or very fine condition. Most of these coins were used in daily transactions, leading to wear, scratches, and fading. However, a small number were preserved in mint state, often tucked away in collections or forgotten in bank vaults. These pristine examples, especially those graded by PCGS or NGC as MS65 or higher, command jaw-dropping prices. Recent sales have seen certified specimens sell for between $5,000 and $20,000. With record-breaking auctions attracting global attention. The coin's copper-nickel composition, though common for the era, does little to diminish its value. Condition is everything. For collectors, finding one of these in a junk silver lot or an old coin roll is the ultimate dream. A numismatic jackpot waiting to happen. The investment potential of this coin cannot be overstated. With growing interest in rare decimal coins, the 1976 50-cent piece has become a blue-chip asset in the numismatic world. Unlike stocks or real estate, its value isn't tied to market fluctuations in the same way. Scarcity and demand drive prices ever higher. Seasoned collectors know that certified coins with full luster, sharp strikes, and no post-mint damage are the holy grail. For those looking to invest, experts recommend focusing on professionally graded examples, joining numismatic societies, and monitoring auction trends. Social media groups and online forums are buzzing with discussions about this coin, with new collectors entering the market daily. The key takeaway? If you ever come across a 50-cent coin, don't spend it. Hold on to it, get it certified, and you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Its monetary value. This coin is a cultural artifact, symbolizing Australia's transition to a modern, decimal currency system. The coat of arms design reflects the nation's heritage, while Machine's portrait of the Queen connects it to a broader Commonwealth legacy. Internationally, it's admired for its clean, bold aesthetics and historical significance. Decimal coins from the 1970s are now entering the realm of vintage collectibles, with younger generations discovering their worth. The 50-cent piece, in particular, stands as a bridge between everyday currency and rare numismatic treasure, making it a must-have for serious collectors. If you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, the next step is preservation and certification. Top-tier grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate its condition, dramatically increasing its marketability. Storage in a climate-controlled environment, away from humidity and handling, is crucial to maintaining its value. For those still searching, patience and persistence are key. Check old coin jars, estate sales, and even inherited collections. In the world of rare coins, few modern issues offer the same combination of history, beauty, and investment potential as the 1976 Australian 50-cent piece. Its soaring market value, cultural symbolism, and extreme rarity in high grades make it a standout in any collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, this coin represents a tangible piece of Australia's monetary evolution, one that continues to appreciate with time. So keep your eyes peeled, because the next time you handle a 50-cent coin, it might just be the one that changes your life. Thanks for joining us on this numismatic journey, and happy treasure hunting! And thirdly, we explore the world of rare Australian coinage, and more specifically, the extraordinary coin, the most expensive and rarest 1971 Australian 50-cents coin, one of the most valuable and elusive decimal coins ever minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin is not just metal. It's a tangible piece of Australian heritage, a perfect storm of scarcity, historical significance, and stunning artistry. If you're lucky enough to find one in very fine condition, you may very well be holding a golden ticket to wealth. When Australia transitioned to decimal currency in 1966, it marked a bold new chapter in the nation's economic identity. The first 50-cents coin was struck in silver, but due to rising metal costs, it was quickly discontinued, making way for the copper-nickel version that would debut in 1969 and continue through the 1970s. By 1971, Australia was just beginning to stabilize its new decimal coinage system. However, this particular year is special. Only a limited number of 50-cents coins were minted, and fewer still have survived in pristine or very fine condition. The coin carries the second official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned British sculptor Arnold Machine. In this elegant profile, Her Majesty faces right, adorned with the iconic Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an image that would become synonymous with Australian currency for decades. What truly sets the 1971 50-cents coin apart, beyond its historical context, is its intricate reverse design, crafted by the legendary Australian artist Stuart Devlin. Known as the Goldsmith to the Queen, Devlin's coat of arms design features the Australian shield, proudly held aloft by two native icons, the red kangaroo and the emu. This isn't just decoration, it's a powerful emblem of unity, culture, and resilience. Every line, every contour, and every raised surface on this coin reflects Australia's pride and emerging global identity in the post-colonial era. The craftsmanship is so detailed that, even after 5 decades, coins that were well preserved continue to dazzle with their luster and complexity. But the real magic lies in its rarity. In most valuable 1971, fewer 50-cents coins were produced than in preceding or following years, and of those, only a microscopic fraction have survived the brutal march of time in very fine or higher conditions. What makes these coins so elusive is their copper-nickel composition, which is softer and more susceptible to wear than silver or harder alloys. Many circulated heavily, lost their edge detail, or were simply discarded. The market has responded with astonishing enthusiasm. Recent sales have seen graded certified examples fetch between $5,000 and a jaw-dropping $20,000, sometimes more, at auctions and private collector exchanges. That's not just collector hype, it's recognition of genuine numismatic gold. For coin collectors, the rare 1971 50-cents coin is a holy grail. If you're hunting for one, focus obsessively on the coin's condition. Sharp detail on the queen's hair and tiara, crisp lines on the coat of arms, and minimal wear on the high points are all signs of higher grading potential. Certification, from respected bodies like PCGS or NGC, not only verifies authenticity, but can dramatically increase a coin's value. Grading terms such as extremely fine, XF, about uncirculated, AU, and mint state, MS, are critical in determining worth. Smart collectors also join numismatic societies and online communities to stay updated on market trends and to get access to exclusive trade opportunities. The investment potential of the 1971 50-cents coin cannot be overstated, as demand for rare Australian coins continues to surge globally, especially from overseas collectors interested in British Commonwealth history. The value of these coins is climbing year after year. More importantly, these are not just monetary investments, they're cultural artifacts. Unlike stocks or real estate, which fluctuate unpredictably, rare coins like this one gain value through a combination of historical reverence, artistic beauty, and intrinsic rarity. Their appeal is emotional, educational, and financial all at once. That's the magic of numismatics. A world where history meets wealth in the palm of your hand. This coin is far more than just pocket change. It's a mirror to Australia's identity, a tribute to Queen Elizabeth II's enduring legacy, and a masterpiece of mid-20th century coin design. It carries the pulse of a young nation finding its footing on the global stage, and it reflects the delicate fusion of tradition and progress. So next time you sift through your coin jar or visit a flea market, keep your eyes peeled. That unassuming, most expensive and valuable 50-cent coin from 1971 might just be the most valuable thing you've ever touched. Don't spend it cheap. Its legacy is richer than you think, and if it's in the right condition, it could quite literally make you rich overnight. And now we explore one of the most sought-after treasures in Australian numismatics, a rare gem and a humble 50-cent coin from 1973. Struck in the early years of Australia's decimal currency system, this coin is far more than spare change. It's a cultural artifact, a masterpiece of design, and a potential fortune waiting to be discovered. Most people overlook it, dismissing it as just another old coin, but collectors know the truth. The 1973 50-cent piece is a numismatic legend, with pristine examples selling for astronomical sums. If you've ever rummaged through a jar of old coins or inherited a collection, this might just be the hidden gem you've been searching for. The 1973 50-cent coin holds a special place in Australian history as part of the nation's transition to decimal currency, which began in 1966. Before this shift, Australia used pounds, shillings, and pence, a system inherited from British colonial rule. The new decimal system simplified transactions, and the 50-cent coin became one of its most distinctive denominations. However, the 1973 issue stands apart due to its extreme rarity and high grades. Unlike earlier years, the Royal Australian Mint produced fewer of these coins for circulation, and most were heavily used, making well-preserved specimens incredibly scarce. The coin's composition, 80% copper and 20% nickel, also makes it unique, as later versions switched to a cheaper copper-nickel blend. But what truly sets this coin apart is its design, a collaboration between two of the most celebrated artists of the era. On the obverse, the coin features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machine, a British sculptor renowned for his elegant depictions of the monarch. This portrait captures Her Majesty facing right, wearing the iconic Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a symbol of regal grace. The reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, Australia's first official coin designer, showcases the nation's coat of arms, a powerful emblem supported by a red kangaroo and an emu. Two animals that cannot move backward, representing progress. Devlin's intricate detailing brings the escutcheon to life, with each element meticulously crafted to reflect Australia's heritage. The combination of Machine's dignified portrait and Devlin's bold heraldic imagery makes this coin a miniature work of art, elevating its appeal far beyond its face value. What makes the 1973 50-cent coin so valuable, however, isn't just its beauty. It's its astonishing rarity and top condition. Most of these coins entered circulation and were subjected to decades of wear, leaving only a handful in very fine, or better grades. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have certified fewer than a dozen in mint state, with prices skyrocketing for those that survive unscathed. Recent auctions have seen certified examples sell for between $5,000 and $20,000, with record-breaking sales nearing even higher figures. Unlike common coins that fluctuate modestly in value, the 1973 50-cent piece has shown consistent appreciation, driven by intense collector demand and dwindling supply. For those lucky enough to own one, it's not just a collectible. It's a high-value asset with the potential to grow even more desirable over time. For collectors, acquiring this coin requires strategy and patience. The first rule is condition. Only the finest specimens command premium prices, so buyers must prioritize coins graded by reputable agencies. Certification eliminates doubts about authenticity and wear, ensuring you're investing in the real deal. Secondly, Networking within numismatic communities can provide leads on private sales before coins hit the open market, often at better prices. Online forums, auctions, and coin shows are excellent places to connect with fellow enthusiasts. Finally, understanding grading standards is crucial. Even slight differences in wear can mean thousands of dollars in value. A coin graded MS65 will dwarf the price of one in AU58, so education is key. For those willing to put in the effort, the rewards can be extraordinary. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1973 50-cent coin is a cultural icon, embodying Australia's shift to modernity while honoring its British roots. The machine portrait connects it to a global tradition of royal coinage, while Devlin's reverse celebrates uniquely Australian symbolism. This duality gives the coin international appeal, attracting collectors from Europe, Asia, and North America. If you have one of these coins, you might be sitting on a small fortune. The 1973 50-cent piece isn't just rare. It's a blue-chip investment, a masterpiece of design, and a national treasure. This coin represents the pinnacle of Australian numismatics. Check your change, dig through old collections, and if you find one, handle it with care. It could be your ticket to a life-changing windfall. The hunt is on, and the next record-breaking sale could be yours. Don't let this piece of history slip through your fingers.